Okay, and what does
This
all of the
means
cards mean?
you have, after this, you have 30 seconds, and then I give you the score.
Okay,
Yeah, 5
sounds
minutes.
great.
5 minutes.
No pressure.
And breathe.
Yeah, I'm used to speaking in front of large crowds. And myself, I'm Jimmy Lamb. Born and raised in Bensalem in the 18th district. That's ultimately all it is. I've worked there most of my life, and I've watched many things transpire in Bensalem, such as 287G. And as a Bensalem resident, at one point I was a student school board liaison member. So I sat there and I watched adults in my community make decisions for me. Not always the best. And I want to help improve the direction we move in. I see too often that we don't succeed, and that we have many barriers in front of us. For education, on the school boards, we have charter schools in our way, leeching on our public funds. We have many other feats in front of us to face, such as funding issues on every level of education. It's despicable to see this direction we're moving in. And honestly, we need a platform to change every direction we're moving in. We need to improve safety in every environment, such as with guns. We've seen just this past weekend, many of our youth, younger than myself, stand up to what the establishment has given us for decades. Nothing, no change, and enough is enough. We have too often seen this. So I want to add to the conversation that people younger than myself have started, that we need common sense gun reform. We need a change. Treat guns like we treat cars. Common sense. Tax and tags on every point of purchase. Insurance. Many things that we treat cars with. Registration. We have to do that every year. Why can't we do this stuff with cars? And to move into making a safer environment, I want to move into a personal anecdote. Myself, I've been afflicted by economic crisis. 2008, my dad lost his job. And for many years, my mom had to look us in the eyes and say, "I'm sorry, this Christmas sucked." So as a youth, I can't imagine what that would be like as a parent. So, we need to do much to change for our future. And we need to develop coalitions. I see that in my district, many of the unions want to support the Republican incumbent. And I say, I understand that. You as a worker want to provide work for yourselves and your union members. But we can't do the same thing we've been doing for the past 2 decades before I was born. We have to change. And honestly, it's the coalitions that's going to do it. It's going to be the workers, the students, the parents, and all of us together that will make a difference for our future. There's many things we need to converse about. And I want you to be a part of my coalition and everyone's coalition here. Support in any way possible. Either it be a couple bucks that you can spare, your time, or even advice. Anything possible that you are able to spare for any of us up here. Please. Thank you all.